This is why there are so many people who are high achievers. We see they have nice cars, they have a beautiful house, a loving family. They achieved so much, but they still don't feel successful. So what makes an achievement a success? It seems that success is achieving an important goal while not crossing the guide of happiness. So how can we stick to the guide of happiness? What is this guide of happiness to begin with? What else do we need beyond being smart? The first thing that goal setting starts with, even before being smart, is clarity. Clarity helps us answer this very question: what do you want? Going back to the metaphor, it seems that we know that there is a peak up there in the mountain, but our head is in fog and clouds and we cannot see our goal clearly. So why is clarity so important? Achieving goals mandates action. Clarity brings confidence, and confidence brings efficiency. Without clarity, action cannot be taken or will not be effective. I wish that all of us had a telescope that could see far beyond the fog and clouds and reveal the peak of the mountain clearly. But what brings clarity? The first thing that improves clarity is knowledge. When we know the problem, when we know the facts around the problem, when we know the involved factors, and most importantly, when we know our role in achieving that goal, we're going to be more clear about what we want. Not to mention, thinking is very important. Thinking at different times of the day, thinking with different emotions. Sometimes we really believe that something is so clear to us and we feel that we really want this. But the next day or the next morning, it becomes so obvious that this is not what we want. We should remember that clarity is not instantaneous. It takes time. People spend their entire life in search for clarity. Some people go in cave for months to become more clear about what they want. So for sure, clarity takes time. Another important thing that usually kills the clarity is conflicting desires. We want one thing, we don't want the other things that comes with it. We want to be fit, we don't want to do exercise. We want to go to gym, we don't want to spend time out of house. Resolving conflicting desires is very helpful to increase our clarity. On the same note is overcoming fear of failure. Sometimes we feel that if we achieve a goal, we risk losing what we already have. And unless we overcome the fear of failure, things won't be clear to us. Another important tool for achieving clarity is announcing what we want to do to others, to loved ones, to friends, to family. When we tell them what we want to do, even before we speak, we subconsciously start collecting and organizing our thoughts. And when our family or friends ask us questions about our goal, it actually challenges, matures, and directs our thought. So we will not only clarify our goal for them, but also for ourselves. We not only want to convince them, but also convince ourselves exactly why we want to do this. The other important thing is counseling. asking wise people regarding what we want to do. They will give us a lot of good information, but that's not all. When we start asking questions, our mind starts to truly work. We even begin to answer questions that we didn't even know we had. And not to mention, clarity improves while we are moving toward the goal. Sometimes it's really hard to see the goal clearly from the beginning. And the only way to make things more clear is to move forward, and the path to goal will become more clear as we start our journey toward the goal. The next important thing is vision. After we're clear about what we want, we need a vision. And vision doesn't mean to simply keep our eyes on the prize. Vision has three main domains. The first domain is to be able to see the position of our goal in the big picture of our life. How is our goal going to play out in our lives with the other things that are already going on? The second domain is to understand our role in achieving the goal. If you are confused about what our role is in achieving this goal, we don't have a good vision. And the third is to realize the obstacles and downfalls on our path toward the goal. Without vision, we cannot see the cliffs or obstacles in the way, and we are preparing ourselves for failure. We have discussed three very important components of goal setting, including knowledge, clarity, and vision. Wisdom is the triangle that connects these three important components of goal setting and is really hard to come by. But when it's there, it's extremely powerful in helping to set the goals that bring forth success.